In this video, I'll show you how to dismantle and inspect an automatic gearbox from Mercedes A-Class. This gearbox came out of a 2001 A140 automatic with slipping first gear under hard acceleration, and intermittently I have F on the dash, and it came up with fault code P1886, which is equivalent to 2530. So I'm going to dismantle this gearbox and look for something wrong with the first gear. I've already removed one bolt from the bottom of the differential and 4 bolts from the top of the gearbox. The torque converter is quite heavy and you need to lift it up straight. Don't use your fingers, otherwise you can injure your fingers here because it's so sharp. Before I remove the torque converter, I always make a mark just to make sure that I put it back exactly in the same position. If it doesn't go back exactly where it belongs, you're risking damaging the oil pump. Now, to speed up the process, I'm going to use the gun to remove the rest of the bolts. Right. Sometimes when you remove the cover, you notice there's a few bits and pieces that fall off inside the gearbox. That's the lock for the parking mechanism. First thing you do now is put it out of park, otherwise it will be difficult to put back. Now we remove 2 bearings, but make a note of the position so you don't fit it back the wrong way around. This one and this one. Now all the gears are interlocked together like this, and they have to come out together, so you need to lift them up about ½ an inch like that. Now the differential gear will come out. Reverse gear. 3 washers, 1 thick, 2 thin. And now the gears are ready to come out. There's a bearing here, you don't want that lost or damaged, make sure it's there, and a washer here that runs over the bearing. This is the 5th gear. Every one of these drums have a set of clutches and have a gear. When you move it like this, you should feel the resistance of the oil, so that means it's okay. You need to check all 5 of them just by turning them like that. This is the 2nd gear, reverse gear, 1st gear. They're all nice and heavy. And 3rd and 4th gear as well. Now, why we open the gearbox? Because there's a problem, and when you open the gearbox you need to know what you're looking for, otherwise you can't put it back, because you have to solve the problem. Now let's have a look at the 1st gear. This is the 1st gear drum. The number 1 culprit for these gearboxes, they always crack. However, just a quick look around the drum and I can't see a crack. It seems okay here, which is the normal place where they break. I'll show you one where it usually breaks compared to this one. This is one 1st gear drum, slipping 1st gear, and you can see clearly here the damage. To be honest, this is what I was expecting, or maybe a bit less than that. There isn't any. However, I'm sure there's something wrong with it. Now let's take a closer look at the drum itself, because sometimes they crack here. Now if I see any tiny line here, it means it's cracked, and this is where the pressure is escaping from. Yeah, there it is. There's a fine line here. Now believe it or not, this tiny crack opens like a doner kebab sandwich under pressure. So this drum is damaged and has to be replaced. Now in this video, unfortunately, I'm going to just show you how to dismantle it, and this is what I did, because I don't want the video to be long and boring. In the next video I'll show you how to replace the drum, and a separate video how to put it back. To put it back is not the reverse of what I just did, it's slightly different, and there's so many things that you need to watch out for before you put it back. Thank you.